Hello everyone, I am back with a super quick video. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of the destash lots that I will be putting together. I have been rearranging and organizing my new craft space, and I was completely shocked to see how much stuff that I have to get rid of. I have been destashing for probably more than 10 years. I thought I was down to a manageable amount, but after relocating my craft room, I see that I still have quite a bit that I probably will never be able to use. If you have not been following me on my craft relocation, I will link those videos in the description below. But here is what I came up with, just to give you a quick look at what I'm going to be offering. I have some vintage books over here, maybe not all vintage, but I think the majority should be. There's all sorts of books, just to give you a really quick idea of what I will have. I have a typing book, just all sorts of different books. They would be great for journals, and you can definitely use the covers for journals, and you can take them apart and use the pages on the inside. But I do have several of those that I would like to get rid of. I did keep a bunch that I know that I will be able to use, but I just have way too much stuff. I am downsizing and trying to fit the majority of my items into this closet here, and so I am going to eventually pull that stuff out. My husband is going to put an organizational system in there so I can fit more, because I still have some items here that I have decided to keep. So all of that has to go in here, and I think I can do it once I take out this rack that's in there, and we put a customized closet organization unit in there. So we will see how that works out, but I will definitely update you in the future as I get to that point. Okay, I have a basket here just full of all sorts of different things. And so I thought what I would do is just put some lots together and just go from there. If any of you have purchased from me or watched my destash lots, I do try to make them extremely affordable. I don't try to make tons of money off of it. I just try to give everyone a great deal to get some great supplies. And a lot of the supplies are going to be vintage supplies, but there will be some newer supplies in there as well. And I have just all sorts of different things. So what I try to do is separate everything kind of by theme, and this box here is going to be stuff that I was collecting to make prayer books or prayer journals. So it's going to be some music and different items here. I have some golden books in here. Little golden books rather, and some hymnals. And then just some miscellaneous items, some rubber stamps. This is all religious themed items. And then I have some cooking themed items here, some vintage cookbooks, and I I am finally ready to get rid of this cookbook. It is so awesome, and I will link the video below. When I went through this, I found it in an antique mall, and I just had to look through it. I knew I probably would not keep it, but it is a cool little kind of a journal within itself. So I'll link that video below if you want to see that. I have some ribbons here. I'm not sure what these are, but I do know that they are vintage. There's all sorts of different things in there. And again, this is just a sneak peek. So once I start the destash videos, I will go into a little more detail so you can see exactly what I have. There I have some Christmas stuff for junk journals, and there's just a ton of stuff in there. There's a bunch of different jewelry pieces and beads and just all sorts of different items. This box has some vintage sewing things, and I honestly don't even know everything that is in these boxes. I just quickly tried to start sorting because I really want to move forward with getting some of the stuff out of here. Here I have a bunch of note cards, thank you cards, and it's a mix of vintage and newer. Then I have some baby themed items, and these are vintage baby books. I have a few vintage baby books in there, some vintage wrapping paper, and some other stuff. I have a couple boxes of travel themed items for travel themed journals, and here is a little tote with some rubber stamps. Here's a basket full of different tools I was going to keep, but I have not used them, and so I think it's just time to hopefully let someone else take advantage of using these different items. I loved these stamps and wanted to keep them, but I've had them for years and years and have not used them, so I think it's time for them to find a home. I have this crafting book, and I believe it's vintage. I believe it's from the 80s or 90s. I'm not positive, and this here is so cool. This is vintage as well. I'm not sure exactly the date. It seems like it was from the 90s. It has all sorts of different ideas in there, so I am going to let go of that. Here is an assortment of jewelry and stuff. I also have a stack of vintage things just for junk journals and really any type of crafting. There's some ledgers, and the majority of these items here are vintage. Some may be newer, but there is just so much. And I tell you, I am a bit embarrassed with myself because I thought I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I still have tons of stuff. So the last thing I have here is this mystery box. I know it has some supplies in it. I believe it was from someone who wanted it and then never paid for it. So I'm not exactly sure what's in there. So we can open it together in one of my destash videos, and we'll see what's in there. So here it is, and stay tuned for my destash videos. I am going to try to make up some lots and offer them up, and hopefully somebody can get a great deal. I'm going to try to do a couple videos a week. I don't know how that's going to work out. My schedule is pretty busy right now, but I am going to do at least 1 to 2 videos a week, possibly more if time allows. Hopefully you will catch some of the destash videos. If you have any questions, let me know. And thank you so much for watching.